Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Let's Play Final Fantasy 14 Endwater. So, yeah, in the last episode we broke your, somewhat the peace with the kobolds. And, let's continue our work by talking to Melweb here. Would seem we have found a way forward with the kobolds. Next we will help the second order to free their tempered brethren from thraldom. There is far from the only order, of course, and it will take no small amount of time and effort to reach the rest. But reach them we will, however long it takes. I would say that I was in your debt, but that has long been true. So instead I will say thank you for helping us to plot a new course, not only for Limsa Lominsa, but all of Eorzea. Oy.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Breathe, man. What is it?
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
What in the world is that? A tower.
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Yes? This is she. I am. Aye. I'm looking at it. What? Understood. Send the Elder Seedseer my regards. The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea. Nothing more is known, only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert. Forgive my directness, but would you join them? They may well need the help.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
Alright.
Thank you for coming so soon. I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Roger preserved!
It can't be.
The palace! After them!
You're here, good.
Well, well, well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why, even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Is that Asahi?
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Oh! You saw straight through it! Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandaniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
The towers. What are they for?
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days, to which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Asians who laboured to prevent them.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the three of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion? Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging. Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire. And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind!
What? Why would you want such a thing?
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die! You! And you! And you! I want you all to die! And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering! I'm different, you see. from the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you. So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe. I just want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles. We, the Telophoroi, shall be your performers, and this very star our stage. Ah, but I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos, eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash. Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled, for if you should disappoint him, my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
Alright. That was one hell of a entrance. Well, let's see what Luz wants with us. Thank goodness everyone's safe. We managed to put out the fire, but not quickly enough to save the garden. Rabon, can I leave it to you to send word to the lions? I'm going to take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. We'll go with you. No you won't. You'll rest. From what Merlweb tells me, you're due some time off duty. Should we learn anything about the tower, we will be sure to share it with you. Until then, I want you to rest. Very well, but if you need our help, don't hesitate. And take care, both of you. Alright. Remnant's toll. Cannot have Oh, that's Westbrook Bay. Ah, you're back too. Good. We've received reports from the Alliance. Since we are all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamig could treat the rest of us to a first-hand encounter. No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable, but for the endless variety of our foes, this Van Daniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron. Yeah, so true. Unhinged perhaps, but no fool. For all his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days, and that towers will somehow facilitate this. He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. And the creature did resemble the description I've seen of the Elder Primal. That may be, but the fact that it answered to Van Daniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more probable that it is some manner of simulacrum born of Asian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What of yours, Justola? I have been to see the Sultana, knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered. I judged it best to provide them with the cure first. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Uldaw and delivered the porxies to Her Grace, along with detailed instructions on their use. Yet my visit chanced to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings. The immortal flames had been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Amalja when negotiations abruptly collapsed. The Malja claimed that a number of their kind had been abducted, and that men are responsible. Not is known of the perpetrators as yet, but as the Immortal Flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Van Daniel's towers. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far afield as Yangtze. Then it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them. Well, as you said yourself, we can do little now, save remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Estinian? Estinian? Now just a moment. If he would be persuaded to lend us his lands, I would be the first to welcome it. But the truth is, we will struggle even to find him. You let me and cry more about that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he is hiding. If indeed he is hiding, we have ways of locating him, regardless. So, if there are no objections, we shall depart at once. Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of the porches. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresh for the tasks ahead. Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. Was ever the way. The world often needs saving. And save it we shall. I for one do not intend to allow a nihilistic madman to take us all to the grave with him. Not when the future holds such promise. Nay, I will do all in my power to protect those whom I hold dear. just as you have always done.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them. Oh, thank goodness for that.
Glory be. Glory be. Glory be. Glory be to Garlemald! The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life. Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened. I care not.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration. I took the liberty of informing him that you await his coming, though I confess I may have singed him a little in the process.
And why do you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
Ah, my apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me. Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. Huh, I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
Alright. Yeah, we still have some time left. Good news, Joffrey. Frankred and Uranger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here, even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance. I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they have to say. Ah, a welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The Lion's share of the credit must go to Alice, Graha and Joffrey. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, it hasn't all been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step toward finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back. But I can't help notice that we're one Uranier short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? Oh, I couldn't lose him if I tried. And I did try. Repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to apprise Robon and the others of how the land lies in Golemald. Then mayhap you could do the same for us? Indeed. If we just... it was just as Lee said. Worse, in fact. Devastations as far as the eye could see. Nerva and Ferd, however, were notable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps. Or perhaps they simply lost will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deadly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather transform it. Transform it? In what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Uranier, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech in other words. Yet as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects working with nary a word exchange between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wise not to take the risk. If Fandango could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Golmod? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to provide valuable. You have our thanks. Value. That's what the word was. Well, be sure to save some for Uranger. Which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Raban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest finding on the towers, and he requested our presence. Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No. I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised, Cried. We need not all attend. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Uranger before the meeting. Alright, well, we will continue this in the next episode. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and if you did, feel free to hit the like button. And of course, if you're new here, first of all, welcome. And yeah, if you enjoyed my content, then why don't you hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell? You don't miss out on any of my future content. I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.